Hello, long time no see guys. So today I just wanted to make a video of me organizing some of the photo cards and the pre-order benefits that I ordered from the Kep1er album. And just because I haven't been posting a lot lately, so I just wanted to make a quick video because I have some bad news for you guys that I'll share with you guys later. But for now, I just want to go through my collection, show you my collection. Then I want to sleeve them up. I bought some sleeves to sleeve them up because it's very important for you to protect photo cards. And then, just chit chat, maybe get to know me a little, tell you about the bad news that I mentioned earlier. I started with the idea of collecting Yujin album photo cards. I also decided to collect Yujin pre-order benefits, as you can see here. And then after that, I was looking at Xiaoting's album photo cards. Then I was like, oh, Xiaoting looks so pretty. So I decided to collect Xiaoting also. But then after that, I felt like collecting OT9. But then I realized I don't really have the money for that. So I did buy one each of OT9, which I'll show you later properly. So without further ado, let's just go through a collection. So here I have Yujin album photo cards. Then I have Xiaoting's photo cards, which are so hard to get at the time that I was collecting. I was so frustrated because for some reason her cards are very limited where I'm from for some reason, and then the price is like double the price of Yujin's. I don't understand, but material girl. Then I have one Dion, one Hie, one Youngwon. And then here I have Chaehyun, Mashiro, and Yeso and Hikaru is inside here. The seller just packed 4 into this pack. My hands are dirty now and I don't want to touch it with my fingers. Then I have Yujin's pre-ordered benefits. I guess you know who my bias is right now. I think this is K-Town, Market Shop. This is With Drama, Music Card Lucky Draw, Soundwave, Beat Road, this is my favorite one. I have Tower Records, front and back. Hot Tracks, Music and Drama. M2U Records, this is MK Media. I still have a couple that are coming from Korea. I usually buy this from one seller and then they usually got their own proxy and stuff. Get their shipment from Korea. Then once the shipment reaches the seller, then only they will ship it to me. But I didn't want to wait any longer because I really haven't been posting much ever since my exams on February, and it's already March, coming April. So I better do something. Otherwise my YouTube channel is gonna get deleted. I mean, it won't happen, but might as well be if I'm not going to post, right? I wanted to show you the sleeves that I got first. Actually, I got these 3 because I'm new to this photo card collecting hobby, so I'm not sure what size to buy, so I just bought these 3 just to be safe. I read a Twitter post, I'll put it up somewhere here if I can find it, but I find that it's these 2 is enough because this one's the bigger one. This 63.5 times 88, and these 2 are the smaller ones, this one being the smallest. There's a thing called double sleeving where you sleeve them twice. So you see there's 2 sleeves, one on the outside, one on the inside. It's sleeved twice to make sure that your album pieces are really protected. It fits snug. It's snug in there. Like, it's just nice and tight. I heard that usually pre-ordered benefits, they are larger than the album pieces. That's why I got this, just to compare. They look like fairly the same size, so I don't get why they were saying POBs are larger. Maybe they usually are, maybe just for Kep1er they are not. I don't know, because this is my first time. So if you guys know, just leave in the comments down below so I can learn. But before that, I want to sanitize my hands. Sanitizer. This is not a beauty review, okay? Not a beauty review. Because you want to make sure that you don't have any oils on your hand that would smudge the PC. And sanitizer is just so abundant nowadays, you can get it anywhere. So I'm sure you guys have it at home. Actually, I have many sanitizers. Like right now I have this one, and I got this from an internship that I did last summer. And then I also have this fancy ASOP one that my friends gifted me. which I only use it on fancy days. Like I recently went on a trip and I brought it on my trip so that I'll smell like fancy. So I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna keep these sleeves because who knows, next time when you want to trade with other people, you can just reuse them. Then I don't have to waste the ones that I bought, because these are usually the cheaper ones that the seller use because they for sure know that we're going to receive them. So why would they bother buying a good one, right? Oh, then you can see that this is glossy, this matte. Oh, and I heard in the community that they say that, you know, usually K-pop albums, when they come with 2 photo cards, usually one is glossy and one is matte. But for some reason, I don't know, maybe Wake One messed up or something, or the company just ran out of the photo card templates. Some albums came with 2 matte pieces, some albums came with 2 glossy pieces. So that at the time there was concern that, you know, oh my god, did I just buy a fake album? Why isn't there one matte and one glossy like how the K-pop world is used to, you know? Oh my, this one's so tight. Oh, it feels a bit dusty because I've been you can see the dust on there because I've been stashing it away because I wanted to do this video. So I didn't want to organize it right away on my free time. I wanted to make a video out of it. I think I still have about 3 or 4 Yujin POBs that haven't arrived yet. I think I'll just post a picture on my YouTube feed like I usually do. I actually wanted to collect Xiaoting POBs as well, but I only decided to collect Xiaoting a few weeks after I decided to collect Yujin POBs. And by the time I was already too late, because like you thought album PCs were expensive, Xiaoting's album PCs were expensive. Wait till you know the price of Xiaoting's POBs. It's crazy. So maybe I'll do it for, you know, the next album where I can get an early bird price where it's cheaper. But for now, I don't think I can get any Xiaoting's PCs. It's just too expensive. Gathering the OT9 here. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, if you have different proportions of matte to glossy PC, don't worry. It's just a snafu that the Kep1er company didn't manage properly. And now you have so many plastic, so do not throw these, reuse them when you're trading or when you're selling in the future. It's too bad that I cannot film a wider shot for you guys. You cannot see the beauty in front of me. Oh yeah, I have bad news, guys. I lost my laptop. Which means whatever I was trying to edit for the past few weeks is all gone. So this video, I'm going to be editing it on my phone. So I won't be adding like any special like text or anything because I don't know how to do it on a phone. Or maybe I can learn. I mean, we'll see lah, but it will take me a while to learn, you know. I'm actually from Malaysia, if you didn't know already. And we've been experiencing floods recently because of the rain, like very, very, very heavy rains. And the other day, I was at a shopping mall and my car was parked at the lower ground levels and my laptop was in the car. And then, there's no easy way to say this, but my laptop was there, and then because of the rain, the lower ground levels, you know usually how car parks are at the basement levels, so water is definitely going to run to the basement first, right? Sorry, I didn't lose my laptop just fried up, you know, because it was underwater for how many hours. We couldn't, the security guards of the mall wouldn't let us go to the lower levels until they are 100% sure that the water has subsided, which took a few hours. I actually came back the next day because I had things to do. So my laptop was just there, sitting underwater. Maybe the Little Mermaid played with it. I'm just kidding. What am I saying? Because usually, once I have my videos, right, I have them saved in the cloud. But because that video is still a work in progress, so I didn't save it. I'll just have it, you know, stashed in the app itself. I won't close the app because I never off my laptop and I'll switch my laptop off. So I'll just close my laptop and then whatever's there will be there when I open it again. So I don't save it. Who knew that the shopping mall would flood? Like, gosh. I'm done disleaving everything. Oh, I wanted to share with you something. Show you how to determine fake PCs. Like, can you believe people are out there selling fake PCs? I have a fake PC here to show you. You know how I was telling you about how hard it was to collect Xiaoting's PC? Especially this one, because I already had these five Xiaoting PCs, and I didn't have this one in my collection. It was so hard to get because either they were selling it for too high of a price or I was too slow to claim it. So I bought a fake. Can you tell that it's a fake? I guess the lighting you could tell, but if you were to just see it by itself, it almost looks real. But actually the resolution is a bit meh. I'm trying to pick this up very carefully, but this one can be rough with it. I can just fold it, I don't care, because it's fake. Can you see? Let me bring it closer. This is the same lighting. Look at the back. Everything is almost proportioned correctly. Just that the color is a bit off, so I guess that's how you can tell. Oh my god, I accidentally spat on my Xiaoting card. Oh no! Oh, and another trick to tell if your album pieces are real or not is to see the corners here. Like you could see that there are like dots on the corner. Do you see that? So they say that, you know, usually they make pieces in a very large plane where they just pluck it out of the template. So that's the point of attachment. So usually real pieces would have this, like you see here. Right there, there's a dot there, there's a dot there. And it's very important for you to, you know, check your pieces to see whether it's real or not. Because sometimes the proportions are off. Like these are two real ones, so you can see the proportions are spot on. But the fake ones, like can you tell that it's different? Like it looks like the spacing up here and here. Oh my god, I just spit again. I have braces, guys, so cut me some slack. I have braces. Like you can see the space up here and space here. Slightly different, right? So it's been what, a few months since Wadada is released. Actually, how many months has it been? It's been 2 months, right? Yeah, it was released on the 3rd of January, and it's already approaching April. So make sure you guys are still streaming. Okay, so now I'll be sleeving the first layer with this 56x87mm. So for this layer, I'll sleeve it upside down, and then the second layer with this one, I'll sleeve it right side up. Have you been listening to other groups' music videos? Have you heard of NMIXX? The new JYP girl group. Oh, that song was horrible at first, but now I have it stuck in my head. Out of nowhere, I'll be like, bum bum, say more, more, more. Say more, more, more. And I wanna take on the bum bum. I like them a lot now. But like, no hate to the girls, but that song when they first debut, really it was messy. That's why nobody really liked it at first, but I guess more and more people are liking it right now, like me. Just like for Wadada, like in the beginning, some people didn't really like it because of the sudden transition to the oh, right? But now people are liking it already. So I guess that's the kind of songs that the 4th gen are putting out now, combinations of songs. But aespa does it really well, don't you think? aespa. GIDLE also just came back with their new song, Tomboy. That song is so good. I like it. I love it. It's not a man nor a woman. I really like Yuki. Actually, I don't say Yuki because I'm Chinese, so I say Yuqi. But you know, the Koreans call her Woogie. So weird. But there's actually another song in the new GIDLE's album which I really like. It's called Never Stop Me. You guys should give it a listen. It's very good. If I have to choose one song over Tomboy, it will be that song. So this is the pile that I'm done with. I just put it here. Yeah, and you guys can see what I'm doing. So now I'll be sleeving Xiaoting's. I wanted to buy NMIXX's album, but as you can see, I spent a lot of money on KepLive, so I don't really have enough money. Oh, and you guys, for uni this semester, I'm taking introductory Korean language, which I think will be helpful in the future for me to edit like all those VLive videos, because usually I have to wait for the VLive to release their English subs, then I can edit them because I don't speak Korean. Like I know like a few terms from Korean dramas, but I just don't speak Korean, you know. So this semester I decided to take Introduction to Korean Language. And then in our first lesson we were like did you know that the Korean language has 19 vowels? Like in English you only have A, E, I, O, U, and that's A, E, I, O, U, 5 vowels. In the Korean language there's 19 vowels. And to think that they adapted the Korean language from the Chinese language. Like the Chinese language also have A, O, E, I, U, 6 vowels. And they somehow adapted it into 19 vowels. It's so much. And there's also 21 consonants. Am I right? I guess we cannot complain with that because English, there's 23 minus 5 consonants. You guys can do the math. Actually, I have my calculator right here. I'm a math student, so I have my calculator right here. Okay, 18. There's 18 consonants in English. Am I right? I'm not sure. Whatever, you guys know what I mean. Right, there's 23 alphabets, then minus 5 of the vowels. Yeah, and KepLive is not really doing VLive this day. They're only doing birthday VLive, which is funny. But I saw somebody else already edited them, so maybe I shouldn't do it because I don't want to have like, you know, repetitive content circulating on YouTube. Like it really annoys me when that happens. When, you know, you click on one video to watch something and then you click on another video and it's like the same thing. Like, what the hell? Okay, I'm done with the album PCs. Now to the POBs. Hopefully this fits. It fits. Oh, I also have a bug to pick with Yujin. Like Yujin, I love you, but I need more variety to your photo cards. Please don't cancel me for saying that. But for real though, if you look at Yujin's photo cards, it's like the same poses, you know. And then when you look at Xiaoting's photo cards and she's giving you like so much variety. Like if you don't believe me, I'll just lay them out later. Yujin, give me some sexy poses, some funny poses, anything. But I'll still love her anyways. It's my bias. But I heard that some people say that, you know, your biases will change. Will they? I'm not sure. The group that really brought me into K-pop was Blackpink. But I wasn't like a crazy... I wouldn't say crazy. I mean, I wasn't like a hardcore fan where I bought album pieces. I was just, you know, a fan that liked their music and their story. And that was it for me. But I don't know why for Kep1er I decided to do this. Maybe because I watched Planet Girls 999. So maybe for this time, because I watched the Planet Girls 999, so I had some sort of connection to these girls. So I felt obligated to buy and collect their stuff. And hell, even open a YouTube channel of edits. Like, who does that? Who does that? So extra. And because of that, I had to learn a lot of things about album PCs. Okay, and this one is a special one because it's actually a PVC photo card. So it's like sort of rigid, and I think they say it's waterproof as well, but I don't want to take that risk. Very cool. Like you can, you know, hit it. Like, do I even need to protect this? Like, can this even fit? Maybe this one is the one that they're trying to say like won't fit. No, it fits. Yeah, and like I was saying, I was introduced to Blackpink, but actually I kind of hated Blackpink for a while. Not for the reasons you think I hated them for. It's because you know, as a non-K-pop fan, when you're just starting out, and I had like these friends that love K-pop, and then they keep like doing this in my face, like so annoying. Like, can you imagine doing that to someone that like knows nothing about K-pop? Like, what the? In my mind, I was like, what the hell are you doing? Then they're like, Blackpink, I was like, I'm not a fan, okay? Go away. Like, you guys can relate, right? If someone did that to you when you don't know what it is, it can be annoying. Like, if you have friends that are not K-pop fans, that's not how you introduce K-pop to them. You only make them hate K-pop. Like, don't do that. Now I'm going to lay out all of Yujin's photo cards for you to see. And tell me that her poses are not repetitive. See? Yujin. Now I'm going to sleeve them twice. second time with the orange one. So this one I'll be sleeving them right side up so that, you know, because the first one the opening is here at the bottom, and so when I seal it like that, then the top and bottom are closed, so that I guess you can protect them from water. Oh my god, this is not fitting. Oh no. It looks like it can fit. Like, maybe I'll cut this part of the video out. I don't want you guys to like see me struggle for like 5 minutes. Oh, it's in. Yeah, it fits nicely. Like, do you see the space is minimal? Like just a tiny bit of space here, space here. Oh, it's a little bit hard to push it in. So that's how you know your PC is gonna be secure, I guess. Oh my god, I'm pushing it out of the first sleeve. No, I'm messing it up. So hard. How do you guys do this, K-pop fans? I just pushed it out of the first sleeve again. I'm getting sweaty. Do it like that. Yes, like that. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Perfect. Nice. One down. Don't know how many more to go. I have to do it like this. Like this. I need to push it down on the table. But you guys can't see what I'm doing if I'm doing it like that. That's such a shame. Never mind, guys. Get over it. You guys can do it on yourself. So, like you see, I'm just pushing it down like that. Then I won't push the PC out of the first sleeve. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones because she's in pink and she looks cute. This one, she almost looks naked. Maybe I should tell you guys about what I was editing all these weeks. So I was really ambitious. I wanted to try to animate Kep1er to have interactions with other groups using like my own fan fiction theories. So should I be telling you this? Maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. Oh, never mind, I'll just tell you guys. It's about how the girlies just got their debut at Girls Planet, the finals. It picks off, the story starts right there when they enter like sort of a spaceship to, you know, reach planet Earth. And reaching planet Earth is like, it's like symbolic for their debut. Because, you know, they are sort of at planet girls right now, they're not on Earth, and to debut they need to reach planet Earth. And because their debut got delayed, right, so maybe it can make it into a story, like, you know, maybe their spaceship got spoiled and then they met another girl group. I think I'll just tell you that much. I don't want to spoil the whole thing because it's very, very fun. But since I lost my laptop, I mean, I didn't lose it. It's with me, but it's fried. It's totally fried. It won't turn on. I think I'm just gonna edit it in another way using something else that's easier so that I can edit it faster. Because honestly, it took me so much time to animate it with the studio application. And then it just turned out like normal. Like it wasn't like crazy or anything. Like the storyline is what matters, you know. The graphics, not so much. For me personally. So I think I'll just use something easier to edit it from top to beginning, because I have the script file, because that was in my iPad, so my iPad is still with me, I have it saved. This one I managed to trap some air in it. That's cool. An air seal. This one is the most expensive one I have, Tower Records, because these two came in a set. I visited Korea once, right before the pandemic. It was February 2019. That was when COVID just started happening, you know. And we already booked the ticket like 2018, the year before, so we had to go. At the time, COVID wasn't that serious, so we didn't care. So, but get this, right when we left Korea, we were there for 5 days, I think. I wasn't a K-pop fan yet back then, so what a shame. Anyways, right after we left Korea had a COVID spike. Like, Korea was one of the first countries to have a large COVID spike, right? Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Korea was having very, very bad COVID cases. So at the time when we reached Malaysia, we were like panicking, like, oh my god, did we caught it? But we were very careful. We wore masks, we sanitized everything before we touch it, you know. And, you know, at the time, even Koreans because Koreans already actually wore masks. Oh, I messed up this one. Koreans already wear masks regularly, you know, in Korea, so they were used to it, and they had the KF94 mask, if I'm saying that right. KF95, they have that mask, that the Korean filter mask, KF. KF stands for Korean filter. So Koreans usually wear that. They don't wear the surgical mask, the normal mask that we wear. So when we wore that, like, they were like staring at us. Like, oh, you could tell that these are not Koreans. So to fit in, we also bought a few of those masks, because we didn't want to like get isolated, because Koreans can be very, very rude sometimes. So we didn't want them to like look down at us, you know, at the subway or at a restaurant. Because I'm Chinese and I didn't want them to think that we came from China, because that time people could be very xenophobic, you know, because the virus came from China, right? And we are Chinese, but we're not from China. But you know, xenophobia exists everywhere. Cannot be too safe. So we tried to blend in as much as we could, because, you know, if we cover up enough, we could look like Koreans. Now I'm slaving the album pieces. Oh, and the time when I was visiting Korea, I was so lucky, because at the time Myeongdong was still hot, and ever since COVID hit, many shops in Myeongdong. Do you know Myeongdong? Myeongdong is like, it's like the market central, where most of the hot shops are, the cafes, the in shops, and you know, they have like a very big Innisfree. There are like 3 floors to it. Innisfree is like this huge Korean skincare brand. I'm sure you guys heard of it before. Innisfree, yeah. There's even an Innisfree cafe, like, wow. And Myeongdong was like very hot at the time, and even though COVID just started there, like they were like very cautious. Like they had SOPs before letting you enter the shop. They took your temperature. And this was before taking temperature was a thing, you know, like they started it out very early. They sanitize your hands, like when you enter a clothes shop, when you're touching when you're touching their clothes items, their shoes and stuff, they sanitize your hands. They even sanitize the floor. Like, you know how when you go to some zoos in Japan or some high class zoo, they have like these sanitizing mats I messed this up. They have these sanitizing mats for you to step on to sanitize your shoes, because you're going to be stepping on the same ground as the animals are, and they don't want you to bring in like diseases into the zoo that could infect the animals. So they will sanitize. They will have these mats that are soaked with sanitizer for you to step on. And then what Korea did was the opposite. They directly sanitize the ground at stores. So at the time, we were like, oh my god, we are so safe here in Korea. They are so good. So we were quite shocked when we left Korea, when we arrived back in Malaysia, when we found out that, oh my god, Korea had a very huge spike. And if we stayed there for like 1 or 2 more days, we would have been trapped there. So we were very lucky. And I haven't caught COVID yet. It's been how many years? That's a flex right now. Like everybody is getting COVID nowadays, especially with Omicron, even though the COVID isn't that serious. But more people are getting it because the transmission rate is higher. But even though it's not as serious, guys, don't shy on the protocols that are in place to keep us safe. Because getting COVID is one thing, recovering it is one thing, but some people do develop post-COVID symptoms, and they are very, very bizarre symptoms. Like there are symptoms where it messes up your taste bud. Like every time you eat, it just tastes like shit. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. And some people have like nerve damage, where they have like this weird, like maybe like their arm twitch like that for some reason. Or some people have like brain damage. Like you never know what variant of COVID you'll get. So just because you think Omicron is safe, just treat it like how we treat it when we were unvaccinated. Well, it's like quite surprising that, you know, how some people are still not vaccinated for personal reasons. Like I understand if you have like religious reasons you cannot get vaccinated, or if you have like medical allergies, like you have no choice but to not take the vaccine, because if you take it will be a danger to yourself. But for those people who like believe in all those stupid ideologies, like, oh, they have microchips in there to track you. Like, the hell? Like, who do you think you are? Like, are you so important that the government wants to track you? Like, those people must be very self-absorbed to think that, like, whoa, you're some kind of big shot. Like, why does the government want to track you? What makes you so special? You think if the government wanted to track you, they needed microchips? They already have access to your whole database of files. So the chances are they already have you by the balls already. You know, it's crazy. Some people also, you know, after they took the vaccine and then they caught COVID and they're like, oh my god, your vaccines don't work. Like, oh my god, how stupid are you? That is not how vaccines work. Like, I learned how vaccines work in school. Like, don't you guys learn how vaccines work in school? Maybe don't, but I do. But even in my country, we do learn about vaccines, but in my country, there are still people that are refusing to take vaccines because of all these stupid reasons. Like, hello, the vaccines don't prevent you from getting COVID. They boost your immune system. They give you a copy of, you know, what to... Not a copy, like a manual, yes, a manual. So it's very important for vaccines. Like, you took vaccines for polio. You took vaccines for chickenpox. So, why are you so worried about the COVID vaccines? I don't get it. Doesn't make sense. Oh, and then in America, when you have those conservative parties, like, if like the politicians are really crazy to push all these kind of agendas. Like, if you're not protecting your voters and all your voters die of COVID, who's going to vote for you? Think, politicians, think. Can never be too safe. Oh, I recently went on a trip also with my friends. I mean, I know I shouldn't be going on trips, but I just finished my exams that time and I really felt like going on a trip. It was like nearby, it wasn't somewhere far. And I saw on TikTok that, you know, there's this mouth spray that could possibly prevent you from getting COVID. So I had it. I sprayed it in my mouth throughout the whole time when I was there for my trip. Some of my friends caught COVID. I didn't caught COVID. So I guess it works. Let me show you. It's this one. Betadine. You just, you know, spray it directly at the back of your throat before going out and throughout the day. I guess it keeps you safe. I don't know. No harm spraying, right? If it's an added precaution, why not, right? It's not going to kill me. It will prevent me from getting COVID. And also, if you caught COVID, please be responsible. Stay at home. I know in most countries now they're saying that, you know, if you're a close contact, you don't have to be in quarantine anymore. You don't have to self-isolate. But, you know, just because the government says you don't need to doesn't mean you don't have to. You want to keep the people around you safe, okay? You know, don't be selfish and say, oh, I don't need to. I probably didn't get it. Like, you don't know that the virus could, you know, live in you for a few days before it activates. Not activate until it's detectable. Why is this not fitting in? Oh, and I started school already. And here I was thinking that, oh, when during my break I'll edit a lot of videos. And now I already start a new semester. And I have less time to do all these things already. Oh, but I promise you I'll try to post at least once every I want to say at once every week, but I'm not sure, so I'm really not sure. Maybe once every 2 weeks. Oh my god, this is already an hour's. I'm already filming an hour's worth of video. I think I'm probably gonna cut some of it down. Who knew leaving a couple of cards would take 1 hour? Oh my god. Okay, maybe my next video I'll do something about how I organize the photo cards. Like how I put it into the albums. Because I bought the, you know, the usual nice slot albums. Like this one. The one that has nice spaces where you just slot in cards. But I really don't like this one because look at it. It has so much space in between. Like this much space. Then the piece is gonna like move around. And I bought so many already because I thought this was the one already. So I just bought like 10 pages of this. And then it did. Hey, such an idiot. And I think I want to do something like special for the album. Because, you know, a lot of people just put it in there and then just call it a day. I don't want that. It feels so boring. I wanted to do it like how you would do a scrapbook with like decorations, like timestamps, like some timestamps of things that happen to Kep1er. Should I triple sleeve these? Is that too much? Maybe if I triple sleeve them, then I can fit them in better. Let me... No, it doesn't look good. That's a bit extra already, triple sleeving. Oh, a bit extra to protect your photo cards with 3 sleeves. But it is never extra to have extra protection against COVID, okay? This is just photo cards. Xiaoting is not going to get COVID if I didn't sleeve her 3 times, okay? Oh my god, and about Kep1er catching COVID, isn't it very cute that it's always 2 of them together and then they are imagine just 1 person got COVID and then they had to isolate alone. That would be so boring. Like it's always like who was the first 2? I think it was Xiaoting and Mashiro, and they caught COVID together and then get to quarantine together. It's so cute. By the time there was talks on Twitter saying maybe like Week 1 planned it, like they didn't really catch COVID. They just wanted to delay the debut or something. I don't know. That was Twitter. Okay, so here are my photo cards. Wow, a lot. Let's go through them.